Assalamu alaikum dear students. So today we are going to talk about plant growth regulators. You know, plant growth regulators, or you can say plant hormones. So you'll see that in plants, many behavioral patterns and functions are controlled by hormones. So these hormones, these plant growth regulators, they act as chemical messengers, influencing many patterns of plant development. So in my previous lectures, I was talking about plant growth and development. I told you what is growth, I told you what is development, and all those processes. So this plant growth and development, it just occurs because of plant hormones. तो इन प्लांट हार्मोन्स के इनकी वजह से ही ये पूरा प्लांट ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट होता है तो इसीलिए इन प्लांट हार्मोन्स को केमिकल मैसेंजर्स भी बोला जाता है. So these plant hormones, they are the natural substances. Now let's see what is plant hormone. A plant hormone is simply means a natural substance produced by the plant that acts to control plant activities, and they act as chemical messengers. Now there is a difference between a plant hormone and plant growth regulators. So you will see in literature you will find both plant growth regulators and plant hormones, but there is a difference. In plant hormones are actually only the naturally occurring hormones, so which are produced by the plant. लेकिन प्लांट ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स क्या होते हैं? प्लांट ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स दे इंक्लूड नेचुरल एज वेल एज सिंथेटिक वंस. सो सिंथेटिक हार्मोन्स भी होते हैं जो केमिकली सिंथेसाइज हो जाते हैं इंडस्ट्रीज़ में, फैक्ट्रीज़ में, तो वो इंक्लूड करके और नेचुरल हार्मोन्स को इंक्लूड करके प्लांट ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स बोला जाता है. So these plant hormones or plant growth regulators, they are produced in one part of the plant and then transported to other parts where they initiate a response. And they are stored in regions where stimulus are and then released for transport through either phloem or mesophyll when the appropriate stimulus occurs. Now let's see what are plant growth regulators. So plant growth regulators include plant hormones, natural and synthetic, but also include non-nutrient chemicals not found naturally in plants that when applied to plants influence their growth and development. तो इसीलिए मैंने बोला कि जो प्लांट ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स होते हैं इसमें नेचुरल भी होते हैं और सिंथेटिक भी होते हैं, लेकिन प्लांट हार्मोन्स में ओनली नेचुरल्स होते हैं. सो देयर आर 5 रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ग्रुप्स ऑफ नेचुरल प्लांट हार्मोन्स एंड ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स. फर्स्ट इज ऑक्सिन, जिबरेलिन, साइटोकाइन, इथिलीन एंड एब्सिसिक एसिड. Now there are different properties of plant hormones. Plant growth and development are under the control of two sets of internal factors. Now nutritional factors such as the supply of carbohydrates, proteins, fats and other constitute the raw materials required for growth. So for plant growth and development there are two factors. Actually there are two sets of internal factors. One is nutritional factors जिसमें carbohydrates आते हैं, proteins आते हैं, and the proper utilization of these raw materials is under the control of certain chemical messengers which can be classified into hormones and vitamins. Now, this term hormone is derived from a Greek root that is hormo, which means to stimulate, and Thieme suggested using the term phytohormone for hormones of plant. Now, phytohormones are organic substances produced naturally by the plants which in minute or low concentration increase या तो increase करेंगे या decrease करेंगे या फिर modify the growth and development. Now, these phytohormones, they are also termed as growth hormones, growth promoting substances, growth regulators and growth factors, etc. Now let's see what are plant growth regulators. Plant growth regulators refers to the natural and synthetic substances that influence the growth and development. So plant growth regulators में आता है IAA, auxin. It is both natural and synthetic. Indole acetic acid. IBA means indole butyric acid. It is always synthetic. And all plant hormones are plant growth regulators, but all plant growth regulators are not plant hormones. Now there are two types of there is the classification of these hormones. Natural hormone, which is produced by some tissues in the plant, also called endogenous hormones. Example, indole acid. Now second type is synthetic hormones. These are produced artificially and similarly to natural hormone in physiological activity, so they are also called as exogenous hormones. Example, 2,4-D, NAA, IBA. 2,4-D means 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacid acid, NAA means naphthalene acetic acid, and etc. On the basis of natural function, growth promoting hormones, growth promoter, so they increase the growth of plant. So first type, on the basis of natural function, there are two types of growth hormones. First one is known as growth promoting hormones, so they increase the growth of plant. Example, auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, etc. And second type is growth inhibiting hormones or growth tolerance. They inhibit the growth of plant, they are also called as growth inhibitors. So example is abscisic acid and ethylene. So tomorrow we are going to talk about auxins. This was all about the introduction of hormones. Thank you.